y'all, it's Kate from the Literary Apothecary, and today I have something really exciting to talk about. I'm part of a group of friends who've decided to do a traveling box of books. So it started off with Josephine, and she put in 10 books into a box and sent it to Leslie, and Leslie took out whatever books she wanted to keep and then put that many books into the box and sent it on to me. And now it's my turn to figure out what books I want to keep out of the box and what books I will be replacing. And then when I've decided, I will send it on to Evie, and Evie will send it on to someone else, and so on until it gets back to Josephine. And this is so exciting because I have no idea what books are in here or what books even Leslie put in and what books Josephine put in. At the end, once everyone has gotten their books, we're all going to put up our videos at the same time, and it's going to be really exciting to see all these videos at once. So right now I'm going to do the unboxing, and then later I'll film a second half to this video where I talk about what books I'm putting in. So let's see what's in here. First up, we have Gardens of the Moon by Steven Erikson, which is book 1 in the Malazan series, and Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. We have this is so exciting. Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be one that I keep. And Jill's All Fright Diner. This looks like a fun book too. That's 4. We have The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner, which is supposed to be a really, really great book. And The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood, and that's a gorgeous cover. I love that cover. And we're almost to the end. We've got Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I've heard such fantastic things about this book. This is I believe he wrote Artemis. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. He also wrote The Martian, so this might be one that I keep too. And then the last books in here, oops, 2 more. I feel like there's more than 10 books here. The German Heiress by Anika Scott, which looks like a historical fiction book. And The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. And the last 2, this is definitely more than 10, I think. Magician Apprentice by Raymond E. Feist, and Ring Shout by P. Jelly Clark. This I've heard great things about too. So now I have to go through these books and figure out which ones I want to keep and replace, and which ones I will put back into the box and send on to Evie. She was only Evie, so stay tuned for part 2 of this video coming soon. Okay, y'all, I've decided which books I want to keep. There wasn't a limit on how many. Maybe I went crazy, maybe not, but I'm excited to read all of these books and see what all the hype is about. So first is Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I can't wait to finally get to read it now. The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This one I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about, so I want to see where I stand on all of that. And it's an apothecary, so you know I've got to go with it, and that sounds really, really interesting to me, so I can't wait. Magician Apprentice. This description sounded really interesting, and it has one of my favorite fantasy tropes of the mentor-mentee teacher-student trope, so I couldn't pass this one up. And I love the blue on that cover, so I'm very excited to find what this. I've never even heard of this book, so I'm very excited. Project Hail Mary, I can't wait to read this. Everyone loved this book so much, and so I can't wait. And then the last book that I decided on was The Unspoken Name by A.K. Larkwood, and that cover just sold me on it. So I can't wait to read all of these. Now, for the books that I'm replacing for the ones that I took. I'm going with The Other Einstein by Marie Benedict. I loved this book. This is a historical fiction book based off of Einstein's wife. And this was such a fun book, and I can't wait for someone else to love this book. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which is such a fun book about magic and the circus and fantasy worlds and clocks. It was just such a fun magical world. I can't wait for other people to discover other magical worlds that Erin Morgenstern, the author of The Starless Sea, has created. Z, a novel for Zelda Fitzgerald. Zelda Fitzgerald is one of my favorite people in literary history. She was F. Scott Fitzgerald's wife, and this is a historical fiction novel based just on Zelda herself, and I absolutely loved this, and I can't wait for someone else to love this too. Crown of Feathers by Nikki Powell Prado, which is book 1 in the Crown of Feathers series. I absolutely love this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars last month when I read it. It was such a fun book, and there's so many phoenixes in it. I can't wait to see what other people think about this. And then the last book that I chose to put in this is a special book to me, and that's the autobiography by Prince, The Beautiful Ones, and this is a beautiful book. I can't wait for someone to just eat this book up. It's so beautiful, and I just want to give someone else the joy of diving into Prince's world like I could. I read this book in 1 or 2 days, and I can't wait to see who picks this book up out of the rest of our group, and just to see their love for Prince explode like mine did after reading this. So I wanted to explain a little bit some of my thinking for some of the books that I put into the box. I tried to think of Evie, who's the next person to get it, and what she might like, and what she might not have picked up on her own. So the Prince book, first of all, is amazing, and I love Prince to death, and I should spread his love wherever I can. But also, purple is Evie's favorite color, and of course, if you know anything about Prince, you know it's his color is purple, and the entire book is just full of purple. And so I was like, Evie needs this book, and I hope she picks it, but in the end, whoever gets it will love it, I think. And then the 2 historical fiction books I chose because they are about essentially women in history that we don't hear about a lot. So Einstein's wife is we don't hear a lot about Einstein's wife at all, and it's from her perspective. And I thought maybe Evie would like this because she likes those different kinds of books from different perspectives that we usually get. And then the one on Zelda is, I don't know, it just said Evie to me. So I hope she picks some of the books that I put in. I have no idea if she will or not, but we'll see. You know, the other one, the Night Circus. I know Evie absolutely loved The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, and I don't remember if she has The Night Circus or not, or if she's read it or not, so I thought I'd put it in there just in case, because I think she at one point had said she wanted to read The Night Circus, but I don't know if she's gotten to it yet or not, and I hope she doesn't own it, and I hope she picks it. But I'll probably be the person that has picked the most books out. I just couldn't help myself. When it came to those 5, they were just so interesting to me, and I was so excited. So I don't blame people for not picking all the books that I put in, because I'm probably the only crazy person that picked 5 books, but you know, we'll see. I just wanted to put in that little note about why I chose some of those books. So, that was our Sisterhood of the Traveling book box video that I did. Now I'm going to pack these all up and send it on to Evie at She Was Only Evie. Like I said, everyone is going to upload their videos all at the same time so we can see who put what books in and who chose what books, and I can't wait to see everyone's videos. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. As always, my Patreon and Discord information will be in the description below. Keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.